Hi guys, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you see my face for the very first time, I am Susanita Afi. I know some of you are wondering what is wrong with Susanita lately. Why is she not wearing makeup? I received a lot of email, DMs. People are asking that they want to see me do videos without makeup. They just want to see my natural face. So yeah, basically I'm doing it for you guys. This is me, no makeup, and all I have is a lip gloss. So yeah, now let's come back to German driver's license. Okay, you guys, now today's video I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to get your German driver's license. I got my driver's license a few months ago, somewhere in 2020. Yee! So guys, if you want to get your German driver's license or you want to get your driver's license in Germany, the first thing I advise people from my own experience is this: make sure you save up. Save between 2,000 to 3,000 euro. 2,000 to 3,000 euros. Just save it, okay? I'm not saying that is the cost of the German driver's license. All I'm saying is save that amount before you start. You will thank me later. All right, now let's talk about getting your German driver's license. I've written it on my phone so I don't be scattered all over, for me to be direct and go straight to the point. They have 3 major steps in getting your driver's license after saving between 2,000 to 3,000 euros aside. Number 1 is the administration. Number 2, theory, and number 3 is the practical, or some people call it practice. In the administration, or should I say in the administrative process of getting your German driver's license, you have 7 major tasks, major and important. Number 1 is finding yourself a driving school. Of course you need a driving school. You cannot go learn how to drive in an open field and go write the exam and expect that they will give you a driver's license just because you know how to drive. It doesn't work that way in Germany. Trust me, it doesn't work. I know in some countries it does work, where you can go learn how to drive in an open field, in the bush, anywhere, and come, and then you do the test, you pass, and phew, you have a driver's license. It doesn't work like that in Germany. You have to find yourself a driving school. Even if you know how to drive, it doesn't matter. The German driving rules and regulations are very important. So what am I trying to say? You need to find yourself a driving school, because over there you are going to learn the rules. You're going to learn how you merge your driving skills together with the rules together, and you can drive safely and nicely in Germany. So after finding yourself a driving school, number 2, you have to get your biometric passport picture. Just go, they have some of them in the subways, like in some of the train stations. You can find yourself I think like a machine where you can snap a passport picture, or you can go to a photo studio, and they're very expensive. In the train stations, the machines over there, you pay like between I think 8 euros or 12 euros, and if you go to a photo studio, you'll be paying like 25 to 27 euros, which it doesn't make any sense. All they want to see is your face without the glasses or whatever on your head. That's all. So I would advise, just if you don't mind how you look in that passport picture, just do it cheaper in the subway. But if you want to look all classy and glammed up, go to the studio and make sure you snap a very decent and appropriate biometric passport picture. Number 3, you have to do an eye test. The Germans wants to know if you can see far, or you are short-sighted or long-sighted. I think this is needed in almost every country. For you to drive safe, you need to know if your eyes are working properly, to know if you are short-sighted or long-sighted, or you have any problems with your eyes. It's not just in Germany alone. In almost every country that I have been to, for you to get your driver's license, you need an eye test. And in Germany, the eye test is called Sehtester. Is that correct? Sehtester? Okay. Anyways, it's an eye test. You just go to, either you do it in your driving school, the driving school that you register with. You can do it there, or you can do it in any of they have a lot of shops in Germany where they sell glasses, like is it optical? Okay, I can't remember, but anyways, where they sell glasses. You can go there and find out if they do it, and if they do it, they are going to test and see if your eyes are okay, or you need glasses. All right, for me, Gott sei Dank, I didn't need any glasses. My eyes are good. Number 4, you need a certificate. That is the first aid course. you have to go do a training. And the training, it's just like a 1-day training where they teach you like first aid in case of an emergency on the way, an accident, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, what you should know just in case of any emergency. It's just like a 1-day course where they teach you how to go about things just in case you have an accident on the way. Yes, and at the end of the day, they are going to give you a certificate. Sometimes the driving school itself does it. Sometimes you have to go and do it outside if the driving school don't do it. So I did mine outside because the first driving school I registered with, they didn't have this, they didn't do it. So I had to do mine outside. That test is very important. Without that certificate from the first aid course, forget it. You are not going to be able to do your driver's license. It's very important. Let's talk about number 5. Number 5, you have to register at an official department. Talking about registering at an official department, it's called in Germany the Bürgeramt. You go to the Bürgeramt, anyone that is close to your district where you live, your Bezirk, you just go there and you tell them that, oh, you want to do your driver's license, and they're going to tell you the whole procedure. You have to submit your passport. That's where you submit the biometric passport picture you took initially, and they are going to tell you the price. As of last year, the price was different when I did mine, and this year everything has changed. A friend of mine was telling me last week that everything has changed. So I am not going to be telling you guys prices because I don't want to mislead you, because like I said, I did mine last year and currently all the prices have changed. So at the Bürgeramt, they're going to tell you how much it's going to cost. They'll do all your registration. They're going to ask you a few questions, which driving school you are with, and just a few questions, and then they're just going to register you and ask you if you want to drive automatic or you want to drive manual. That's where you make sure you decide before, okay? The next step, you have to sign up for the theoretical exam, and that you can do either online or before the whole pandemic stuff, you can actually go to DECRA. I did mine at DECRA, so they have to, it's either DECRA or the other one. You can either go there one-on-one and pay for your exam, or you can do it online just to reserve a space for you for your exam. Currently, it's being done online. So yeah, before you even get to the theory exam registration, of course, you would already be attending driving classes already, right? The last one in the administration is this: log into your practical exam. And that, before you even log in for your practical exams, when you register with your driving school, they are going to tell you, okay, they're going to give you an app, and with this app you can learn. Some people don't like the app, some people prefer using a book. I used the app because it was easy for me. When I'm on the go, I can just open the app and learn. Some people prefer to get a book. So that's the last step, log in to the practical exam. That's basically the last step in the administrative procedure. Okay, after the whole 7 process and the administrative procedure, now you move on to the theory. Guys, in the theory, you have 14 tasks, and these tasks, I'll just make it very brief. You just make sure you go to classes 14 times. Make sure you sign that you've attended 14 classes. And in these 14 classes, they're going to teach you a whole lot about the German rules and regulation and all the stuff you need to know for your exam, and as well as the stuff you need to know for your life, for the rest of your life when it comes to driving in Germany. And the 14 task includes like personal requirements, legal framework, traffic signs and traffic facilities, road traffic sign and its uses, right of way, traffic regulations, speed, distance, environmentally and driving style, other road users, traffic behavior in driving, stationary traffic, behavior in specific situations, lifelong learning, consequences of violations of traffic regulations, very important. Technical conditions, environmental friendly handling of motor vehicles, and driving with solo motor vehicles and trains, people and freight transport. I did the driver's license class B, so these are the tasks that you're going to do in the theory classes when you go for exam. These are some of the things they are going to teach you in depth, okay? All right, now let's talk about the practical. You guys, the practical, you have to decide. It is your ability that would determine how long you would stay in the practical lessons, in the classes. That's where you have to drive. That's where they are going to test your driving skills. Everything you have learned in the theory, you are going to bring them now into practical. And guys, that is where we are going to be talking about ego, guilt, money. Okay, you have to decide how long. It's not like you in particular, you don't really have to decide. You have to decide, and your ability, your skill is also going to help you decide. So in essence, you are the one that is going to decide, because you want to make sure that you put in your best, you do your best to prove to your teacher that okay, you can drive, you know your rules and regulations, and it's going to help you. Okay, so now when we talk about, now we come to practical. The practical, it all boils down now to you. Everything you've learned in the theory, you have to bring them now into real life. And for practicals, you need between, even if you know how to drive, even if you are a super driver in wherever country, whichever country you're coming from, you need, according to my teacher, he said each person need between 8, 10 and 50 classes. Yes, so it depends on your ability, it depends on you. I think I did 15 classes or 16, because I already know how to drive. I got my first driver's license in the year 2010. So but in Germany, my Ghanaian driver's license is not accepted here, so I had to like do the whole thing again. So for someone like me who already know how to drive, imagine I did 15 classes. It's not like, yes, they are looking at your driving skills, but they also want to know how you are able to like keep the rules and regulations while driving. Okay, you can be a super driver, but if you don't know the rules and regulation, you don't keep the rules and regulation, it means you're not a driver. So the best thing I advise people is this: make sure you know the rules and regulation. Like, keep them at the back of your head. One thing you're going to hear all the time is rechts nach links, or rechts vor links, like right before left. That is something that I had to like memorize day in, day out. It's something that was really how do you call it, it was really challenging for me, and that made me to like, even my classes should have been shorter, but because I really didn't pay a lot of attention at the beginning to rechts vor links, it made me to repeat classes. So if you are someone who already knows how to drive and you don't want to spend a lot of money, make sure you shoe the rules and regulation in Germany. That's going to help you. And if you are a beginner driver, you have to do both. Whilst you are showing the theoretical aspect of the whole thing, make sure you also learn well whilst your teacher is teaching you how to drive. It's very tense, sometimes you break down and you get confused and you get lost, but don't give up. Okay, don't give up, just concentrate and do your best. And trust me, if you are able to like put in your best, when you go for the exam, it's going to be like a one hand. I did my practical exam once. Even the examiner, he was like, oh, wow. He was just like, yeah, I know I can drive. Yes, thank God, because I didn't start driving yesterday. Okay, but if you're someone who like, you are a beginner driver, just don't be afraid. Concentrate whilst you are doing your driving practical lessons. So when you come to the exam, don't even fear the examiner. Okay, just relax, breathe in, breathe out, and you will do das. Glaub mir, du schaffst das. The most difficult part when it comes to getting your German driver's license, it's not the practical, it's the theory. Yes, it's the theory, like I mean the theoretical exam, the theory exam. That is where for most people is challenging, because a lot of us already know how to drive. Some people learned how to drive from their father's backyard, from their father's farm or whatnot. Like, people learn how to drive from, I don't know, but a lot of people know how to drive already. So where the challenge comes now is the theory. So you want to make sure you put in a lot of effort, because without passing the theory exam, you can start your drive, you can start your practical classes, but if you do not pass the theory exam, you cannot write the practical exam. So What I did was, after my sixth or my seventh theory my theory classes, I was eligible to start my practical lessons. So I started my practical lessons immediately, and even before I finished my practical lessons, I went for the trial of my first theory exam. Guys, I didn't make it. But guess what? I didn't give up. I went back again and again and again. So I did my exams more than once, and I finally passed. I went straight away for my practicals and I got it one hand. And so all I'm going to say is this: the most difficult part in getting your German driver's license is not the practical aspects, it's rather the theory. So concentrate on your practicals, but even concentrate more on your theory, okay? Because that's where the challenge is. So some people give up after writing the exam one or two times. They just give up and they forget about the whole thing. Listen, don't give up. Even if it takes you 10 times to get before you get your exam, your theory exam, don't give up. Put in the work. I'm going to tell you the honest truth. I didn't pass my theory after the first try, but I passed my practical one time, okay? So yeah, guys, that's basically it, how to get your German driver's license. Now, the most important part of this video is this. Number one, make sure you save between 2,000 to 3,000 euros. Number two, make sure you learn the theory aspect properly, because you are not only going to need it for your theory exam, you're going to need it for the rest of your life. All right. Number three, believe in yourself. Don't let anybody discourage you that German driver's license to get it is very difficult, it's too expensive. That was what discouraged me for years. But guess what? When I decided to go for it, I got my driver's license between 6 months. And if not for the pandemic that hit, I would have gotten it within a shorter period of time, because of the pandemic, there were a lot of lockdown, and everything was like on stand still. That's why I couldn't get it. So if I got mine within a period of 6 months, including pandemic, imagine if there was no pandemic, if there was no lockdown, how faster you can get yours. So just believe in yourself, trust yourself, and I hope to hear your good news in the next coming month that you have your German driver's license. That being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a thing or two, and I hope you guys took notes, because I know this video is kind of pretty long. Yes, it's quite detailed, I know. Okay, you guys, I love you. Make sure you love yourself and do your best, okay? All right, then, see you guys in my next video. Auf Wiedersehen. Cheers. Bye, guys.